It was delayed, but it's finally here. Ah! Hey friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video, we are going to take a look at the June, that's right, June 2021 Sew Sampler box from Fat Quarter Shop. I can't wait to see what we've got. Let's dive in. This is what the box looks like. We'll pop it open and the card is going to jump out at us, but the theme this month is Vintage Soul, and again, that is for June 2021. On the back side of this card, there are usually coupons for us, and this month is no different. We've got a coupon code for a free pink Oh So Clean brush set with a purchase of $15 or more, 20% off of the Laundry Basket Favorites collection, and 30% off of the Pillow Talk book by Edita Sitar. So super cool. The other piece of documentation that we have is our little pamphlet that tells us about all of the items that are inside the box. So let's get started and see what we've got. The first thing that we have is a notion, and this is called a flamingo stiletto turning tool. They said that you can use this to turn out with flair. That's so cool. Basically what you use this for is to poke out your corners whenever you're turning out a project, or you can use it as a stiletto to help feed fabric under your machine. This is what that notion looks like. It's really cute. It's in the shape of a flamingo at the top, which I love. That's absolutely adorable. And this retails for $6.98. I have a thing for flamingos. I don't love them. They're not like my spirit animal or anything, but my grandmother loved flamingos, like loved flamingos. So anytime I see one, I always think of her. And, you know, it's never a bad day to think about your grandma. So there you go. We have two more notions. And the first one, I gotta say, I'm a little confused by. We have some heat-resistant silicone thimbles, a set of 3 from Gypsy Quilter, and it looks like this product retails for $4.48. And I think what I'm confused by is why you would need these. It says silicone protects fingertips from hot surfaces. And this is just where my mind is going, and I probably just haven't had enough coffee this morning, but I'm thinking in my head, I use a thimble when I'm hand sewing, and hand sewing doesn't have heat. I gotta tell you, I'm literally confused by this notion. I understand the thimble aspect of it, but the heat resistant piece, marketing it as heat resistant, I don't understand why that's important. Leave me a comment down below. You tell me. A lot of times you guys come up with ideas for how notions are supposed to be used, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. So maybe you can help me out with this one. All right, the next notion and last that we have in our box is actually really pretty. It is a Desert Rose needle threader, and it says that this needle threader retails for $4.48 as well. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's a needle threader. You use this to thread like your hand needles. It's got a little wire tip up here, and if you don't know how to use one, on the back it does have instructions for how to do it. Basically, you slide the wire loop right here through the eye of the needle, you insert the thread through the wire loop, and then you pull it, and since the thread is in this wire loop, when you pull it back through the eye of the needle, it pulls the thread through too. So no more having to like lick the thread and stick it in. You know what I mean. I'll be honest, I'm getting older and my eyes are not what they used to be, and I feel like just in the past year and a half or 2 years, seeing those small things makes it really difficult. So I'm going to really appreciate this notion. Probably won't use it in my sewing room, but I will use it with my cross-stitch stuff. All right, we have finally block number 3 for the Bright Side Quilt Along. This is a block of the month program that happens with the Sew Sampler box. You get the recipe cards for free if you are a Sew Sampler member. If you are not, you can still do the Quilt Along. You just have to buy each card individually. They are $4.98 at Fat Quarter Shop, and I will put a link to this month's pattern in the first comment down below this video. I am super excited about this because I am trying to do a sew along series where I record the construction of each block. I don't tell you the measurements or the cutting instructions because that wouldn't be fair to Fat Quarter Shop, but I do record the assembly of the block. So if you want to do this, grab your card, grab your fabric, cut it, label it, and then meet me right back here on YouTube. In the next week, I will be releasing the video for Block 2, which was May, and Block 3, which is June. Let me show you what the block this month is going to look like. It's basically just a friendship star. I think that's a friendship star. So it should be a pretty quick and easy sew. Our pattern this month is called Unraveled. It is a quilt that will measure 46.5 by 46.5, and it's going to use 2 charm packs and some additional fabric. This pattern retails for $9.98, and this is what your quilt top is going to look like down here. This is a pattern that is written just for the Sew Sampler box, I believe, so you're not going to be able to buy this online. The inside, I'll just give you one glimpse inside. The inside of their patterns are always really easy to read. There's lots of negative space to take notes. You've got full color illustrations, and they're usually a booklet. Like there are 10 pages in this book. So everything's all stapled together. It's a nicely constructed and well-written pattern. I love my fat quarter shop pattern, so this is great. To go with that, of course, we need fabric, and that is always everyone's favorite thing. So this month, we have got 2 charm packs all packaged together of the Seamstress line from Laundry Basket Quilts. This is a fabric line from Edita Sitar, which, you know, the back of this card kind of gave us a clue that we were going to get something from Edita Sitar, so I'm really excited about that. I don't want to open these, but I do want to show you down here. The charm packs are nicely wrapped and sealed together, and there are 2 in here. And I feel like even if I take these 2 charm packs out and I slide the paper down and do a flip through, you're not really going to get a good appreciation for the fabric. So what I'm doing right now is putting on the screen in front of you a beautiful picture of the entire fabric line from The Seamstress by Edita Sitar of Laundry Basket Quilts. This way you can get a better appreciation for what the fabric line looks like all together, and you can see each individual print. And if this is a fabric line that you absolutely must have, I will put a link to the listing for this fabric over at Fat Quarter Shop in the first comment down below this video. So that is the June 2021 box for the Sew Sampler. I'm super excited to have it. I can't wait to get started on block number 3. And I have to say, if I had to pick one thing that was my favorite from this whole thing, as much as I love the flamingo memories from Grandma, I gotta say it's probably this needle threader. I'm leaving for a retreat tomorrow, and I was planning to take a little bit of cross stitch or maybe sashiko, which I actually love to do too. And this notion helps that process so much. So now I don't have to worry about my eyes that I feel like are getting worse by the day. I don't have to worry about trying to thread those needles manually. This will help out immensely. Thank you so much for diving into the box with me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Come on back Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where we sew live right here on YouTube. I'll see you guys all later. Bye!